What's up, guys? This is Nathan, the album review guy here, doing another album review. And today we're going to be talking about the new self-titled album from We Are Harlot. Now, this is the band's debut album. We Are Harlot is a band that was formed by former Asking Alexandria frontman Danny Worsnop. He left Asking Alexandria because he just felt as though it was time for him to part ways with the band. And to be honest, I prefer Asking Alexandria's newer material over their older material. I know that's not usually the case because, diehard fans of the band hate the new stuff. But I find more diversity in their newer stuff, which makes it more enjoyable for me personally. And to be fair, it seems like Danny's happier in We Are Harlot because he has more freedom and he can be more creative with the band. Because with Asking Alexandria, he had to fit a certain mold. We Are Harlot, not so much. He can pretty much do whatever he wants in this band. And that's giving him more freedom, giving him more creativity, giving him more to work with, which is a better thing than if he would have stayed with Asking Alexandria, in my opinion. And, We Are Harlot, they are much different than Asking Alexandria. Asking Alexandria is more of a metalcore, or I guess deathcore in the earlier days, post-hardcore, whatever, that kind of band. Whereas We Are Harlot is more of a throwback to like 80s hard rock and glam metal and stuff like that. Granted, there is a slight Asking Alexandria influence in a couple songs in the album, but that's only because there are a few screams found throughout the album. And other than that, they're two completely different sounding bands. Sure, there's one striking similarity, and they have the same vocalist. Because, well, not anymore because he left Asking Alexandria, but you know what I mean. And a band I can immediately compare them to a little bit is Van Halen. I really think We Are Harlot's music gives off a slight Van Halen vibe, especially the song Dirty Little Thing. Danny's vocals just scream David Lee Roth in certain parts of that song. And another band I can compare them to slightly is Guns N' Roses. I hear a slight Guns N' Roses influence in the song One More Night. But this album is chock full of hard rock songs, throwback songs pretty much, such as the first two singles from the album Denial and Dancing on Nails. To be honest, I wasn't too keen on either of these tracks at first, but the more I listened to them, the more I liked them. And this album also has a soft song or two, like Someday, and The One is another one. But this song, Someday, is done beautifully. The vocals are so crisp, powerful vocals as well. And there's a killer solo in the bridge that really adds to the overall vibe of the song. While most of the album is very exciting and engaging, there is a dud or two that lies within. But for the most part, this is a pretty good album. Definitely enjoyed this album more than I enjoy quite a bit of Asking Alexandria's material. And this is a great first album from We Are Harlot. I definitely can't wait to hear more from these guys. Favorites: Dancing on Nails, Someday, Denial, One More Night, and Flying Too Close to the Sun. Least favorites: Easier to Leave and The One. Overall, the album gets an 8.5 out of 10. As I said, it is a fantastic debut from the band. And I really feel as though Danny Worsnop has a much better home here in We Are Harlot than he did in Asking Alexandria, at least for what he wants to do now. Sure, Asking Alexandria was the place for him when he was actually into that whole scene, but now he's out of that metalcore, deathcore, whatever scene. So he wants to do like older rock and roll style music, let him do it. Asking Alexandria tried to do something like that. The fans hated it. They hated it. This is better for him. Different band, with different members, and a different style overall. That way the fans won't be like, ooh, Asking Alexandria, they changed their sound. Oh no, they suck now. When in actuality they don't. Because just because something's different doesn't mean it's necessarily bad. Like I said, I like Asking Alexandria's older material a lot less than I like their newer stuff. There you go. But We Are Harlot is a solid band. I highly recommend checking them out if you haven't already. Their first single, Denial, has been out for like a year now. So if you haven't heard that yet, check it out. Check out this whole album. It'll be released on March 30th, digital copy, physical copy the next day. Check it out. Danny Warsnap's vocals are incredible on this album. The whole throwback idea, great. I think he's going to do wonderful things in this band, and I can't wait to hear more from these guys. It's going to be fantastic. What do you guys think of the album? What do you guys think of, Danny Warsnap? Do you think he fits better with We Are Harlot or Asking Alexandria? Let me know. My social media stuff is down there. And yeah, that's all I have to say. That Album Reviewer Guy signing off.